So back with the Chevy Cruze, what we're going to be tackling now is the alternator job. So the customer complaint of it's got a really loud squealing noise and power loss. So whenever you accelerate and then come back to a stop, it starts to chug and you see the RPMs float. So pretty essentially what I did was hooked up a multimeter and then put on a really heavy load. So I turned on the brights, the four-ways, the heated seats, turned on the rear defrosters, turned on the stereo, everything you could think of to turn on. And you can see the whole car and all the lights are dimming and stuff like that. It's just not keeping up. And as soon as you shut all that stuff back off, it goes back up to like 14.2 volts. And it bounces a tiny bit, but it's not terrible. So let's just get this job done. First thing I'm going to start off with is move your 10mm for the negative battery terminal. Remove this sensor. This isn't bolted down, so you just got to separate these two, which is just your metal clamp. Pull that out, and we're going to remove this whole assembly. We're just going to free up this whole space right here. And we're going to come down here to the alternator. So what I found was it's just caked in oil from this valve cover gasket that we just replaced. And it's nice and beautiful. Yep, all brand new. So hopefully we took care of the leak. So now we got to take care of that. And you can already tell the belt's shredding. So for this job, we got to support the motor and remove this motor mount. Alright, so I have you set up best as I can. Now with the motor mounted from the oil pan, you're going to keep moving, I guess. But this is a 15mm. There you go. You don't want to mount that fast because you don't want to run a situation where you don't have the engine supported too well, and that'll be very bad. But it's supported. I know it is. And then 15mm nut, and then we got two down here. Hopefully it's a better angle. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Jesus. Lift that up and off. And by the way, even if you're going to replace just the belt, you still got to remove all this. Now with that removed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the engine up a little bit higher. See, just makes things a little easier to get in. There's 3 bolts right here. They are also 15mm. That's what that looks like. See? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Trying to film this best I can for you. So, we're going to do either E14. Nope, that's the wrong way. Okay, there we go. So we're going to squeeze this right. Now this is a spring tensioner, so you kind of got to go slow. Let me get some with better leverage. when you do this job, you might as well just replace this tensioner altogether. I mean, they're only a couple extra dollars. Let's just break that one. Let's break this one. And there's 2 for your alternator, one up top here. And, oh, there's one behind the tensioner. And then I got a little, oh, this thing is just caked on there. Pop that off. There's your tensioner. It's a smaller bolt on the bottom in case you lose them. Longer on top, smaller on the bottom. Set this off to the side. Okay, so this one's the top one. And then here's your bottom one right down here. But I'm not going to be able to get to that with that. I'm going to use a 1-inch extension so I can make sure I get a full grip on that bolt. There you go, perfect. And that's it. Let's see if these are the same size. Yeah, so they're the same size bolts. There you have it. It's out. Now you can't see this, but there's one wiring harness back here. And then there's obviously the battery positive terminal. Oh. I'm gonna go back there and zip that off. And I'll let you know what the size is when I'm done. Since this is out of the vehicle, I just wanted to show you that there are 2 different alternators. I kept finding when looking up for this vehicle, there's a base model and a limited model. This Chevy Cruze just happens to be the premium limited, something like that, something limited. But anyways, it has this with the 2 prongs. Some of them have 3, so you want to make sure you get the right one before you rip that out. They're not all the same. But this was like the easiest alternator I can to get out. There's so much space. So I'm gonna go get this new one on. It's a 14, factory's 14. I'm not sure what your aftermarket's gonna be, but you can check it right here, right now. And then I'll slide it back into place and we'll pick up from there. So we got the new one in now. Very, very easy. Okay, perfect. Give that a spin, see how that sounds, and doesn't hurt to check all these other. It just sounds fine. No play in the water pump pulley, so that's good. Now we're gonna get our brand new tensioner. Alright, so I kind of got this new belt set up. This one takes a 14 millimeter. Not sure what the other one was. I got the belt ran where it should. Now there are a bunch of different belt sizes on this vehicle too. So you are going to have to find the right combination of what you have. So you're just going to move it towards the front of the vehicle. Like so. And then line up everything like that. And then you're going to do this and you're going to pull out that guy. There you have it. It's nice and tight. Those 3 bolts tighten, and now we just I'm not going too crazy with it right now. Now I just have to let down the engine. There you go. And now the engine is fully supported. Alright, and the job's done. Look at that. It took about 40 minutes, I think, with filming. So you could definitely knock this out yourself. Don't pay a shop. Very basic tools. You don't even need air tools. I only think we needed just a couple sockets, maybe a couple extensions, and that's it. So you're going to hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.